Welcome back to the Bossier Civic Center. Civic Center, AKA 14, continues on. It's part 2 of AKA 14. We had an amazing main card that resulted in Derek Krantz putting on the gold around his belt, around his waist, wearing the 185-pound middleweight title. You can go back and watch that on UFCFightPass.com. If you're not already a subscriber, we strongly urge you to head over to UFCFightPass.com and you can watch back the entirety of AKA 14's main card. But now it's time for part 2 of our undercard. We've got 2 title fights waiting on you guys here as we wrap up our night. The first fight of the night will be Matt Costello versus Josh Metzger, a title fight that we're looking forward to here at heavyweight, Matt.
Yeah, Matt Costello versus Josh Metzger, 2 great heavyweights, up-and-coming young amateur heavyweights. This is the fight from the onset that I said, hey, look out for these guys. These guys can go.
And the final fight of the night will be between DJ Doyle and Michael Mano. This is a guy that I know a lot of people around here are looking forward to seeing is Michael Mano fighting. He'll be in the cage at 170 pounds fighting for the title against Doyle.
Yeah, man, the Prince of Ratchet City, that's what they call him. He's defending his title. DJ called him out, moving up to welter, is going to fight him for it, so we'll see what happens.
Well, we are nearly set for our final 2 fights of the night. It's time for Dynamite to bring us home.
All right, Bossier City, it's time to settle up and ride. We are locked, cocked, and ready to run for more action here at AKA 14. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, the AKA Amateur Heavyweight Championship will be on the line. And now, please welcome your first fighter to the cage. Put your hands together for Matt Costello.
Matt Costello making his way down to the cage. Matty Ice, as they call him, fighting out of Houston, Texas, a blue belt in jiu-jitsu. Here's a look at Matt Costello, just under 239 pounds. He's got a 72-inch reach, comes in at 6'1". He's 3-0 as an amateur, a guy that you know quite well, Matt Snell.
Yeah, Matt Costello, a kid that's been around the combat sports for at least the last 5 years. He's always been active. Got his amateur career started not too long ago, and he's been on a tear. I've always thought this kid was special. I always thought that he had a great skill set, and now he's coming into the fights where he gets to go ahead and prove it. Joshua Metzger, probably the #1 heavyweight within the Arklatex, Texas, Louisiana, Arkansas area. And Matt Costello is going to go out there and test it against him. I'm really excited to see this fight. Really happy for Matt Costello.
Costello into the cage. His opponent, Josh Metzger, about to make his way down.
And now, put your hands together for his opponent. Please welcome to the cage, Joshua Metzger.
Joshua the Preacher Metzger from Gold Dragon Training School, a Lacombe, Louisiana product. Here's a look at your tail of the tape. 6'5" for Metzger, weighed in at 266, nearly 30 pounds heavier than Matt Costello, and he has what is a 2.5-inch reach advantage. He's a big guy, he's got the reach advantage, and a lot of people talking about Josh Metzger right now.
Yeah, Josh Metzger is a true heavyweight. He's a big boy, whereas Matt Costello's kind of testing himself, going up a weight class, seeing if he can capture that heavyweight strap. But I think you'll see in there, Josh Metzger probably will be the bigger man, and it will be up to Matt Costello to not let Metzger get a hold of him with that big power that he was able to showcase in his last fight. He came in, put the champ to sleep, and now he's the champion.
Well, the champion set to defend his belt, and as a first-time champion defending your belt for the first time, what's the mindset like there, DJ?
Man, you just have to be ready for anything. I mean, a lot of times people achieve that, and then they kind of get lax in their training, or may get a little big head, so we're going to see how he defends his title.
Looking forward to it. Metzger set to defend his heavyweight title against Matt Costello. Big-time fight between 2 big men.
Big boys.
Fight fans, 3 rounds of mixed martial arts section for the AKA Amateur Heavyweight Championship. And now, introducing your first fighter, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a striker, coming to you tonight with a perfect amateur record of 3 wins and 0 losses. He is representing Gracie Baja of West Chase. He stands 6 feet 1 inches tall, weighing in at 200 138 pounds. Fighting out of Houston, Texas, here is Matty Ice Costello. And now, introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist coming to you tonight with an amateur record of 7 wins and 1 defeat. He is representing the Gold Dragon Dojo. He stands 6 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 266 pounds. Fighting out of Lacombe, Louisiana, he is the current, reigning, defending, a.k.a. amateur heavyweight champion. Here is the Preacher, Joshua Metzger.
What a way to get part 2 of AKA 14 underway. A heavyweight bout between Costello and Metzger. We are underway.
Matt Costello coming out looking nice and light on his feet. That's what he needs to do tonight, move his feet. Doesn't want to stand in front of big old Josh Metzger.
I don't think Metzger's faced someone who's coming up a weight class, you know what I mean? That moves a little quicker than the normal heavyweight on amateur.
It always is something different, you know,
Yeah.
Costello flipping out those kicks. You can see that there's a big speed advantage for Matt Costello as Josh Metzger wades in. But you got to know Metzger connects. They can do some real damage.
You know, Matt, we were on the call for Costello's very first fight, his debut back, golly, it feels like 3 years ago now. I'm excited to see how far he's come in that time.
You can see he's smooth out there, and he's doing his best to keep his feet moving and stay away from that big power punch from Josh Metzger, and he's doing a good job thus far. He doesn't need to get mixed up in trading with this guy. Big shot by Metzger.
So this is 5 rounds, by the way. This will be a 5-round fight for the championship. Metzger coming forward.
This is exactly what I wanted to see from Matt Costello. Nice and light on his feet, eyes open, moving. As Metzger moves forward and wades forward, you can see Matt's eyes are open. He sees the shots.
He can see him coming from a long way away.
Metzger telegraphs just a little bit what he's going to throw as well.
This is not where Matt Costello wants to be against this big boy, but Matt just wrestles and finds a way back to his feet. Beautiful work. You saw as soon as he got into a bad position, Matt made something happen. He wasn't going to stay underneath this big boy. And listen, guys, like we've seen earlier on tonight with the kicks, these things do add up. So they get through here and there. It's like, oh, it doesn't look like much damage, but we know how they go.
Especially with such a big upper body, and then if you get your leg taken out from underneath you.
Costello's got to be careful, you know, not to get too crazy.
Absolutely.
Coming in like that.
We know Metzger can put you away with those big looping punches, but Matty looking nice and sharp and smooth thus far. Nice teep from Metzger. You can see he knows how to fight. He knows how to put it out there, but Costello definitely the fleeter of the two. The more fleet.
Yeah.
Matty's got to be careful not to get lazy. Though he's seeing things, he still has to move off. When Metzger comes back with those big punches, he's got to make him miss.
Yeah, you can't stand in that pocket with this guy. Ooh.
Really good first round from both guys. I'd say really more so for Costello. You kind of go in there, you fill out the big guy, the champion. You take a couple of his punches, feel his power. But really the most important thing he did, the head movement, staying away from those power punches.
Yeah, and it's tiresome to hit air. You know, anytime these guys wade punches and they miss, it's a hard thing to do. And you see Matt's nice and sharp, and he can flick things out there, whereas Metzger's more laborsome. It takes more energy to push those shots out there. Let's see how that progresses.
At that size, the kick, the punches, they just take a lot more.
Absolutely.
Pretty even first round. There's a couple shots that land for Metzger. A left to right back from Costello.
Yeah, they definitely both had their moments, but just seemed like Costello was more in control, able to, you know, with the ringmanship, keep him where he wanted to and make a lot of punches miss and score a lot of shots in his own right.
Round 2. Again, scheduled for 5 rounds as we decide the next champion of the AKA Amateur Heavyweight belt. Here we go.
Much of the same from Matt Costello. Comes out head in a good position, firing feints. Nice sharp jab.
Gotta watch that.
Costello
hard shot.
lands one. Metzger was looking for that uppercut, but it's Costello over the top.
And that's what Matty needs to do as he's wading in with those big shots. If we can see him, maybe we can get in between them. Interrupt those big punches coming at you rather than just making them miss. See, it looks like Matty's getting more confidence as it goes, but you got to be careful.
Yeah, you have to. You can't stand in that pocket with this guy. We know his power.
You definitely see Metzger's wearing a different face than the last time I saw him out here. You know, this is a more thought-invoking fight that's taking place in front of us.
Costello.
I don't think he's used to seeing the kicks and the punches, you know.
And I think the speed, too, maybe.
Yeah.
The speed of Costello really is something that's sticking out to me early on.
Big body punches. These are
Man,
hurting.
That's
beautiful work by
sick
Matt
one.
Costello. I think he's got Metzger hurt here. Got to be careful.
These big guys start throwing those looping hooks. You have to watch out.
Absolutely. Matty kind of trying to find his moment here. Metzger trying to weather the storm. Matthew's sharp with his defense, but I'd like to see things miss more rather than them blocked and skipping off of his forehead.
Those body shots are
Beautiful
adding
body
up.
work.
Do you see right there at the very end of that exchange, Metzger kind of put a hand over those ribs?
Yeah, man. Those
These
body
are really
shots
hurting. Matty's just picking his shot now. He needs to be careful.
Yeah, he does.
Watch the big
Yeah,
shot coming
exactly.
back.
He needs to get off that center line, man.
See, Matthew's getting more confident. He's getting okay with like sitting down and pushing power. And so far, it's been okay. It's worked fine for him. These body shots are really hurting.
Oof.
Oh my. Matt Costello really sitting down on these.
He's getting them in there good, too.
Yeah, he is. They're making their way through. Oh, he makes it miss. Beautiful stuff. Matt Costello, eyes wide open.
Looks like at this point, Metzger's just willing to weather the storm and then come with a couple big shots and hope one of those lands.
This isn't a battle he's going to win with his back against the fence. He's taking the brunt of these shots, and Matt's doing a good job working high, working low, hitting the body. This is going to be all over. That's it. Fight is over. Matt Costello, heavyweight champion, AKA amateur heavyweight champion. Wonderful performance.
Now 4-0. Great stuff from Matt Costello. The underdog, if you want to say, coming into this fight. But, man, he didn't look like it at all. He looked like a dominant champion. Great performance by Costello.
Listen, and Joshua Metzger, the real deal, the #1 ranked guy in the state of Louisiana, in the state of Mississippi. And Matt Costello continues his meteoric rise. He's unassuming looking. You don't look at this guy and think he's a killer, but I promise you, this young man is a killer. He's got a bright future.
Matty Ice showing off here, right, DJ?
Oh, yeah, man. I'm floored. I'm impressed.
I am as well. Matt Costello in round number 2 finishes off Josh Metzger. You now have a new champion.
Matty Ice Costello. His first taste of gold, too, you know. And it's worth mentioning as well that he's been overcoming quite a bit. He's been dealing with things with his father, personal things that are very difficult for him to overcome. I mean, him and his dad are very close.
A big moment in the career of Matt Costello.
The referee has called a stoppage to the action at 2 minutes 50 seconds in round number 2, declaring your winner and new AKA Amateur Heavyweight Champion, Matty Ice, Matt Costello.
Matty Ice getting it done in round number 2. Matty Ice gets it done in round number 2. Puts Metzger to sleep.
Having a little moment in the cage as he deserves. What a performance by Matt Costello. Man, I love watching this kid go.
Man, I always love to see these heavyweights that can move, you know, that can punch and kick. You know, a lot of times you have these heavyweights, especially on the amateur level, just get in there and slug it out. And at the end of the day, you have to be an athlete to compete, you know, to move forward.
And that's really why I thought that Metzger was that Costello was going to do well in this. Even though he's not necessarily a heavyweight, he can move.
Well, even the output and the pace of the output, he just kept coming. Like he never let down. And these big boys, a lot of times, they'll gas out, but Costello just kept on coming.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, your final bout of the evening. This will be for the AKA Amateur Welterweight Championship. And now, please welcome your first fighter to the cage. Put your hands together for Don Doyle.
Don DJ Doyle, fighting out of Fort Worth, Texas. A fitness fight factory product, working under Johnny Bedford, Rafael Cassius. Here's your telling the tape for DJ Doyle, 20 years of age, 6'2", weighed in just over 170 pounds. I've got him listed at 79 inches for his reach here on the sheet in front of me. Don DJ Doyle getting set to step into the cage and fight for the welterweight title, man.
Yeah, a young kid, 20 years old, has a lot of experience, 9-2. Wrestled a lot in high school, trains with a great gym, has a full skill set. This is going to be an interesting fight. DJ Doyle coming up a weight class to challenge for the welterweight title. But look, DJ's a young kid. I'm looking at it right now. He looks every bit of a 170. I mean, he's a stout young man.
When I walked in the building, our buddy here, DJ, had a card and he pointed at this fight and he said, DJ Doyle, Michael Mano, this is one of the ones to pay attention to tonight. Tell us more about
this.
This
is one we've been waiting on, man. Especially at a local level. You have two guys that, one guy that's got a belt already. They both have belts, but this guy's wanting to step up and take his too, be the first AKA dual belt champion. So I'm really excited about it, and Mano's not taking no crap. He's ready to throw down.
This could be the last time you see these two guys fight an amateur. I mean, they have some big-time things coming up in their future.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for his opponent. Please welcome to the cage, Michael Mano.
They call him Ratchet City's finest. Yeah, the Port City Soldier, you name it. Michael Mano is the man. 5'11" from Shreveport, Louisiana. Comes out rocking the Shreveport flag there.
Yeah, Michael Mano, a guy that, I mean, I've long since thought was ready to make the jump to the pro ranks. And honestly, this is a fight that could be happening as professionals. And we'll probably see these guys face off again one day. But Michael Mano, been around for a long time, got a lot of fights, defending, reigning welterweight champion.
Just under 170 pounds. Excited for this one here. On the other side of this is really about the hometown kid, right? Michael Mano getting a chance to do this in front of the home fans.
Absolutely. I mean, it's late. You know, we're at the post-limbs part. The main event's already happened, but the building's still packed.
It is.
And it's still packed because of Michael Mano.
They're waiting on this fight, man. There's been a lot of animosity built up to it, a lot of, talk back and forth. And it's really awesome to see Mano, progress to where he's at now. I mean, he used to train with Danger and I years ago, man, and just to see him how he's, transformed into the elite level he's at now and making his way towards, being a pro.
It's been great watching these guys come up, all of them.
Our final fight of the night for welterweight glory.
You said it best earlier. You got to think that this is the last amateur fight for either of these guys, no matter how it goes.
Yeah,
I expect a good battle here, and they might go back and forth, but I mean, I've been saying it for a while. Michael Mano certainly should have turned pro. I think Don Doyle has a pro skill set as well. Either one of these guys do just fine as professionals.
Mano with an 8-3 record as an amateur. Doyle with a 9-2 record. Pretty evenly matched as far as the record is concerned.
Absolutely.
Here we go. Michael Mano about to make those last steps into the cage as he fights DJ Doyle for the welterweight title. Dynamite, take it away.
Here we go, fight fans. 5 rounds of mixed martial arts section for the AKA Amateur Welterweight Championship. This fight brought to you by Sign It Incorporated. And now, introducing first, the challenger, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist coming to you tonight with an amateur record of 9 wins and only 2 defeats. He is representing the Fitness Fight Factory. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Fort Worth, Texas, here is Doyle. And now, introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a freestyle fighter, coming to you tonight with an amateur record of 8 wins and 3 defeats. He is representing the SMAA and Dement Trouble Boxing Gym. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Shreveport, Louisiana. He is Ratchet City's finest. He is the Port City Soldier. He is the current reigning, defending, AKA welterweight champion. Here is Michael Mano.
I'm excited. I mean, you can feel the energy picking right back up here at the Bossier Civic Center. Just the way that DJ Doyle was looking at Michael Mano across the cage right there. I'm excited to see this one.
No love lost, indeed. I don't think these guys like each other.
Welterweight title on the line. Here we go.
Both guys open up with the same exact kick. Talking to these guys before the fight, each of them think they'll have their advantages. DJ Doyle thinks he's going to piece them up on the feet. Mano thinks that he's going to out-grapple him, so let's see who can make it happen.
Well, I just got word that they nearly got into a fight yesterday at the weigh-in, so there is no love lost between these guys at all.
The air is thick for sure.
You could see just the way that they were looking at each other across the cage before this fight. There is something in the air for these two.
Looking at each other, chirping at each other.
Love it. And that's fighting, right? That's a big part of it, putting on a show and exciting yourself for the fight in certain ways.
And it's good for these guys to feel that angst here at this level, because at some point they might have to face it at a higher level with more at stake, you know?
Yeah.
So it's not a bad thing. I like both these guys. I think they've got swag.
It's a really good matchup, too.
You can see that 2-inch reach advantage for Doyle. Definitely a little bit more length.
You can see maybe Mano is a little more stiff on the feet, and Doyle kind of putting it together. It seems like when he lets those kicks go, though, they are powerful and they are finding their mark.
Didn't make that one.
Mano goes for a level change. DJ defends it and kind of looks at him.
Nice jab.
Good jab.
See Mano set that kick up with some punches. Nice sharp jab.
That's the second time I got through.
Each fighter lands a left.
This is an incredibly evenly matched fight. DJ Doyle with the big takedown.
Great entry.
Typically see Michael Mano on top when I see him grappling, so it'll be interesting to see what he's got off of his back.
45 seconds left here in round 1. Round 1 of 5.
And that was a big takedown to score here at the end of the round. You got to think that if they're able to kind of stall out here, that kind of seals up the round for DJ Doyle.
Yeah, there wasn't much exchange before that, and you know, he's right back on him again.
Mano works hard to get back to his feet. He really needs to separate and make something happen and pull away in this round if he wants to eke it out. 15 seconds left to go.
Feels like right now that takedown is the difference in this first round.
Absolutely. I mean, it was relatively close there, and then the takedown happened. You got to think that seals up that round.
A couple of good jabs landed for Mano, but really outside of those 2, maybe 3 jabs, this was a round that was probably in Doyle's favor.
Yeah, you got to think since he scored that takedown, it kind of took the round for him. It was relatively close and evenly matched up until that point, but the takedown score's big.
Look back through your highlights. There's a good right over the top from Doyle.
That's where Doyle shakes off the takedown. He looks at him and says, no,
Good
sir.
takedown defense,
Yeah.
man.
Got that jab through there. He gets another one through over here, but he needs to let those hands go this next round. I mean,
that was just beautiful timing by DJ as he caught Mano punching in combination. He just changed levels and scored.
Good stuff there in round one. Very likely in favor of DJ Doyle. So what's something you're looking for Mano to do a little bit more successfully here in round two?
Well, Mano's got to defend that takedown. He can't let DJ mix it up and time that on him. So he has to keep his range. He's doing a good job with that jab. Double it up, triple it up. Maybe put that right hand behind it. But you can't let DJ penetrate and find those takedowns.
Both men sprint to the center of the cage.
Mano's looking a little looser this round. We'll see what happens.
His jab is nice and sharp and true.
He's got to put something behind it.
See, DJ's kind of mixing it up. He's going high, low, and it's keeping Mano guessing. Ooh, big straight right hand.
Right. This is where you have to, be careful on entry.
Mano needs to calm down here, maybe separate, find that right hand again. When you find a good shot, it's not the time to swarm him, close the distance, and jam yourself up. It's the time to take a step back and relax, try and find it again.
That was a low blow right there. That was a low blow, man. But you're right. A lot of people do that. They get someone hurt and they just swarm them instead of staying calculated. But I mean, it's emotion, man. It happens.
It is emotion, and I've been in there, and I've been guilty of it too. And it's hard not to do it, not to get excited when something cool happens.
I'll look back at this apparent low blow. See if Doyle lands. Both men kind of throwing knees there, and that one did hit its unintended mark.
Yeah.
That's kind of what happens when you throw errant knees from having, limited control. Both of them were kind of in the same position and just volleying knees in there wildly. Gonna hit you in the cup.
Mano taking his time to regain himself here.
Looks like Mano shook it off.
Good jab from Doyle as we start the action back.
A jab, man. I mean, he just needs to follow it up.
Jab's like a piston. It's coming out nice and sharp, and he's not loading it up or winding it up. It's just shooting straight forward. Right hand scores again.
Right.
Two biggest punches landed in this fight so far have been those straight rights from Mano.
Mano's been chipping up DJ's lead leg, his calf. I mean, you see that red. Looks like it's roughed up.
Did it kind of quietly as well.
Absolutely.
Just kind of
slowly, surely.
Yeah.
Because it's not been something we've been talking about.
A lead hook. That's nice.
Mano's corner asking for patience.
It's a good call.
the fans yelling to finish him, the corner yelling for patience. Fighting.
DJ comes back with a calf kick of his own. Look, Mano's moving gingerly after that calf kick. It scored. Those things do damage quick, huh?
Taste of his own medicine there.
Yeah, DJ's definitely still in this game.
Absolutely. What an evenly matched fight.
He's doing a real good job of defending Mano's takedowns, too.
I'd have to give the edge in wrestling to DJ. He's actually wrestled through school and I think wrestled a little in college too. So Mano's a strong, tough guy, but he's more of a grappler, less of a wrestler. His boxing is looking sharp tonight, more so than in previous fights.
He is a sophomore, a conference champion in wrestling at Texas Wesleyan NAIA team that just played LSU Shreveport on Wednesday.
Oh, wow.
Nice takedown there by Doyle. Mano
Nice
trying to work back.
Mano did a great job of, it looked like he was trying to whiz her down, but yeah, DJ just runs him down, finishes the takedown here at the end of the round again.
Big shot, another.
These are hard punches from the top.
Well, once again, another very close round, but it ends with Doyle on top. Oh, and they're face to face. They're about it right now. But again, another close round right here that ends with DJ Doyle on top, landing shots. And so even though early on in the round, Michael Mano showed some promise and things, Doyle kind of erases that from your mind with the way he finished these last 2 rounds.
Yeah, right there. Mano was able to shake him with a jab. I think there's the big cross that kind of put him on skates a little bit. Mano swarms in to finish. Maybe a bit of a mistake. But again, Mano having success with his punches. So he's done a good job. It's hard to say, though. Yeah, DJ scores at the end. What are the judges going to think? Because DJ ended the round on top. If it's me judging, I would say we're 1-1.
That's what I would say, too.
That's where I'm at as well.
They're definitely going to have to, one of them's got to take it away this round for sure.
What a fight. I mean, I can't speak enough to the talent in this area and how much these guys have stepped up.
Well, there's a reason that this place is still nearly full. They wanted to see this fight. This is the reason everybody stayed. They could have left after Krantz won the belt. They stayed to watch Michael Mano and DJ Doyle throw it down, and we're ready for round 3.
Hey, and these guys are giving us a show, too.
Yes, they are.
Quickly back to the action.
Mano getting back to work on that kick.
Shot to the body from Doyle.
And look at the pace. These guys have not slowed down. And that's why I've said in fights past, I've always thought that either of these guys could fight at a professional level. And we're just kind of watching it work out in real time.
Again, this is scheduled for 5 rounds. This fight will be 5 rounds to determine a champion.
Yeah, the momentum feels like it's picked up, not slowed down.
Yeah.
You know?
When that's just the intensity of fighting for a belt, I think. Just knowing that, hey, there's some gold on the line. I got to go dig a little bit deeper here.
For sure.
I think it speaks to the caliber of amateurs these guys are. I mean, Michael Mano's been the champ now for a minute. DJ Doyle's the champ of the weight class below. These guys are worthy champions, and this is a worthy championship fight.
Got a cage grab there.
Big fence grab, Michael Mano.
Come on.
He gets a warning.
Well, lost his position, as he should. Looks like DJ Doyle checked that calf kick.
That one got through good.
Big right hand.
Hit him in the nose.
Mano's looking off to the side. I'm not
Definitely
sure
can't do that, yeah. Not in this position.
Looks like that one hurt him to the body.
I don't know if he's looking at the clock or what, but
You see DJ Doyle trying to pour on that pressure.
that body shot hurt him early because, yeah, he's moving slow now.
Big left hook up top. These guys are swinging. And as we said, I mean, the pace has picked up.
Yeah.
This is not a slower pace than the first round. DJ Doyle mixing it.
He's very aggressive, man. He keeps coming forward. I'm loving the change of where he's aiming. I mean, he's really doing a great job. Now he's looking for the takedown.
Almost.
Great timing by DJ, but great defense by Michael Mano. I mean, this is a high-level amateur fight.
He's very athletic there by Mano. Mano back to the center of the cage. Nice left.
Don't look at them.
Not sure where Mano's looking.
15 seconds left.
Good defense from Michael Mano. Runs into the fence, shucks him up.
Yeah, that's where the clock is at back there, I guess, for them to be able to see. So he's balancing over, wondering where that clock's at. Normally when you start seeing that, it makes you wonder where your gas tank's at, right?
Exactly. You can see DJ's pouring it on.
Yeah.
Mano.
Here's a look back at the round 3 highlights. Shot over the top by Mano. There's that left, that jab from Doyle that kind of hurt him right there. Good uppercut to the body as well.
And DJ Doyle really picked it up this round, was able to find a body shot early, kind of shake Mano and pour it on from there.
I think that he sensed a little bit that Mano was gassing just a touch, right?
Yeah.
Just a touch. He started to pour it on. And in my opinion, I thought Doyle won that round pretty handily.
And it is something that's reinvigorating to see the man stand. And we're both suffering. We're both taking punishment, but to see the man kind of wilt a little bit, it's energizing.
Well, I think that's what you saw there in round 3. It felt like a pretty dominant round for DJ Doyle. We'll see what we have here in the championship rounds. Here comes round number 4.
Here's the real test.
First time tonight that we've gone into round 4. Let's see who's got something left for these championship rounds.
Just see DJ's making subtle, very subtle adjustments, and that calf kick was scoring and hurting early on, but now DJ's checking it, he's answering it, he's coming back, he's making adjustments as the fight goes.
There's something to say too from a kid coming up from a lower weight class. May have a bit more cardio too. We're seeing that now in these later rounds.
It's a really good point.
Like I said, I'm not sure that DJ Doyle's that much smaller than Michael Mano. I mean, look at him.
Yeah.
He's a big kid.
Yeah.
Well, he's technically 3 inches taller, and there's no doubt that you've seen it certain times during this fight that reach has made a difference.
And Mano is strong, and you can see he's probably the more physical of the two guys, but DJ Doyle, he's a big kid, strong kid. He's got a great skill set.
And they're both digging deep and ripping it now.
Some really good boxing too.
Absolutely.
I mean, good slips, you know.
You can see the work. Mano's been putting in work. Big straight right hand from DJ Doyle. Circles off. Tries to walk him into another one. High kick.
Doyle turning it on.
Him up now.
Good answer from Mano.
Big right hand from Michael Mano. You got to be careful. Mano can still thump.
Feels a little bit like Doyle might be getting kind of careless looking for the finish.
Well, sometimes you see your guy tired and you get to thinking maybe he can't hurt you, but Michael Mano can still step down on a shot. Doyle still relentless, applying the pressure. Nice left hook by Mano. Good slip and rip by DJ Doyle. Looks like Mano checked that one.
Been so exciting from start.
Big left hook. Michael Mano shook him. DJ Doyle right back to work. No worse than a winner.
Yeah, this is an all-out war. I mean, well deserved too.
Well, these two guys wanted each other before the fight. They're leaving it all out there. Final 30 seconds of round number 4.
And these guys don't know how valuable this time is in here. I mean, as guys about to make the walk into the pro ranks, they need tests like this to see, you know, where their cardio is, how much grit they tonight.
Physically and mentally too. You know, the build-up too, and then having to fight it out.
Big left from Doyle to win the round. And answered by Mano.
This is a close fight. I mean, these guys are just going back and forth. It's hard to say.
If you're not having fun, you're not watching. That's all I can really say about it at this point. Michael Mano and DJ Doyle through 4 rounds, just going toe-to-toe.
You know, it's fine for the fighters to be in there and chirping at each other, but I just don't want to see these cornermen looking at and buying into that at all. I mean, let the boys go out there and fight. You're not involved in there. You know, coach your boy up and let him fight.
Looking back at the replay from the round, you can see a big flurry there from Doyle. Then Mano, towards the end of the round, started to regain his bearings once again, land some big shots.
Doyle's been doing a good job of body head, man.
I think it's clear that Doyle mixes the boxing up well. He's got a nice style, but man, when Mano thumps, it really makes a difference. You really see it causes impact.
Let's see if one of them can finish it this round.
The 5th and final round, time to decide a champion.
And you know, every round, all 5 rounds, these boys have sprinted out to the center. Well done. What a performance. I know at the end of this, somebody has to be the winner, somebody has to be the loser. But at the end of the night, man, these guys have put it out there.
Hey, they were looking
us.
for fight of the night. They said it, so we may have it on this one.
Well, I'd say we're all winners right now, getting to watch these two go at it. Doyle with Mano up against the cage. 2.5 minutes remaining here.
Mano's got to get active with his defense here. Though he's not losing per se, he's got to get active. He's got to use his underhook, turn DJ off the fence.
Yeah.
Oh, nice dirty break by DJ Doyle.
He did a great job to protect from a knee that he thought was coming, and then slipped out and hit the left. It was beautiful.
Great job of defending that.
Defense.
That's a big takedown defense right there.
Big takedown defense, and DJ Doyle with a great entry. And man, Michael Mano just reacts and defends the takedown. Beautiful stuff. Nice cross. Michael Mano ripping to the body. DJ Doyle returning. You can kind of see it. You know, it's a chess match in there. These guys are mixing it up.
The takedown.
DJ Doyle scores.
There's the next part of it, right? The chess match. Here comes the takedown.
Yeah, I think DJ felt like he got close on that first one and just needed a little more horsepower to complete that last one.
Yeah, and in his mind, one more takedown may be what he thinks it takes to get the fight done.
And he could be right. If Mano's not able to get active here and work his way back to his feet, you got to think that it comes down to this round for sure.
Doyle, see if he can land from up top. 1 minute left.
This is what we were talking about earlier, from the amateurs to the pros and back to the amateurs again. You have two elite amateurs.
Yeah.
He's posturing up, throwing punches from the top.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
They may be amateurs. This is some of the most high level we have seen the entire
Most
day.
definitely.
We could say easily this is the best fight of the night.
I agree.
These boys have left it all out there.
Final 40 seconds. Who's got something left?
Ooh.
I love that from Doyle, though. Gets stuffed on the takedown, just keeps firing.
Separates and fires a high kick. I mean, that is high-level stuff. That's insane.
15 seconds left. Going for another takedown. There's the double leg. Can he get
He
it?
stuffed it.
That was beautiful, too.
Man.
I mean, DJ did everything right there. Applied pressure, separated, entered again, and Mano defends.
I'll tell you what, the bell may not stop
These guys
these two.
right here. You can't talk shit in it.
There they go. There's a little handshake at the end, and for all that it's worth, some respect at the end of the day. What a fight. Michael Mano, DJ
Great
Doyle.
bout. Great bout.
I don't know how to score it. We're going to have to let the judges pick out who the middleweight champion, or excuse me, the welterweight champion is. That's a tough one for me to score.
Definitely a tough one to score. I'm leaning a little bit towards DJ Doyle. He did look a little fresher as it ended, but Michael Mano, great performance, great fight, great heart. Both guys, incredible performance. Can't be any more proud of both of these guys.
What a way to end the night. You know, I understand this is supposed to be the undercard before the main card, but we get a chance to cap our night with this fight. Save the best for last, and I think we got that.
100%, 100%. Both of these guys need to turn pro. I have no doubt in saying that both of these guys can compete at a professional level. There's no reason for them to take this type of punishment and not make money doing it.
Couldn't agree more. Well, let's see who will have their hand raised as the welterweight title champion. Dynamite making his way back into the cage. He's got the results in his hand.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds of one hell of a fight, we are going to the judges' scorecard. Ladies and gentlemen, all 3 judges have seen this fight the same way. Therefore, declaring your winner by unanimous decision, a new AKA amateur welterweight champion,
DJ Doyle with his 10th victory. That is Don Doyle's 10th victory as an amateur, but it's the most important one because now he is a champion. Quick final thought here as we wrap up a tremendous card here for AKA 14. We see Derek Krantz crowned as heavyweight champion on the main card. We get a great, absolutely amazing undercard, and we cap it off here with this fight, Matt. What can you say about AKA 14?
Again, the area continues to impress me. There was a time when I felt that this place was lagging behind, but you see the talent. You see these guys coming into it, and I couldn't be more happy. I mean, I believe that this region is in good hands with this young talent that's coming up.
Well, DJ, when I walked in, you were super excited for this card. You were getting ready for it. Did it live up to the billing?
They did not disappoint. It was an amazing war. Two great guys. Just like Matt said earlier, definitely need to turn pro now.
Well, I got a feeling we're going to see a few of these fighters here tonight make their way to the pro ranks at some point. What a great finish. And a big thank you from each of us here inside the booth as we get a chance to wrap up AKA 14, proudly presented by Bishop Promotions. As we wrap things up, I want to give a quick shout out to all of our sponsors: Vintage Furniture, Kush Vibes, Sign It, Crown and Denture, Home Audio Innovations, The Brangineers, Shreveport Motor Sports Commission, DSP, J&J's Bargain, Barn Autos, Rocks, Priority Roofing, Hemingway West, Campers RV, Super Center, Music Mountain, Pyromania, Drywall, Air Serve, Legacy Playmaker, and Arclatex Tents and Events. Thank you to each and every one of you. For DJ, for Matt Snell, for myself, Tyler Moody. Thank you for watching AKA 14.